Hi students, how are you all? In the previous video we have seen 1.1 exercise. So in this video we are going to see what is irrational numbers. So the irrational numbers and the problems related to irrational numbers, which is exercise 1.2. Okay students, so first of all, what is mean by irrational numbers? What is mean by irrational numbers? So irrational number is nothing but the number which is not rational is called irrational number. Right? The number which is not rational is called irrational number. So what is mean by rational? Rational is nothing but we are having so many definitions for rational. In fact, suppose a number which is in the form of p by q, where q is not 0 and p and q are integers, we call it as rational number. And also we have learned the definition for rational number is in form of decimal. So when do we say a decimal is a rational? That means the number, the decimal which is a terminating is called rational number. The number which is terminating is called rational number, or else the number which is non-terminating, whenever it is non-terminating it should have recurring. Non-terminating, recurring, or sometimes we will say repeating, both are same only. So terminating decimal is a rational number, non-terminating recurring decimal is also rational numbers. So rational number is nothing but a number which is in the form of p by q, where q is not 0, p comma q are integers, is a rational number. And also a terminating decimal is a rational number. The example you can say 0.235, it is a terminated. So this is a rational number. Non-terminating, whenever it is non-terminating, it should be recurring. That means 0.232323 up to so on. So whenever you find up to so on is nothing but that is a non-terminating. And if you observe 2323 repeating, so this you can write or else 23 bar. So this is a non-terminating recurring decimal. Okay students, now all these three are rational numbers. Rational numbers. Now what is mean by irrational number? Irrational number is nothing but the number which is non-terminating. Here recurring is there, right, for rational. So the irrational number is, the definition for irrational is non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. Non-terminating, non-recurring decimal, we call it as irrational number. Okay, non-terminating and non-repeating decimal, non-repeating or non-recurring. So what is the example you can say is a irrational number. So this is the definition for irrational number. So example you can take 0.235 dot dot dot. So observe this two here, 0.235, this is 0.235, but this is a rational and this is a irrational. What is the difference? This is a terminated one and this is a non-terminated one. These three dots are there, non-terminated, and nothing is repeating. So no number is repeating. So this is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, which we call it as a irrational number. So generally irrational number we denote it by either S or Q dash. S or Q dash. So Q dash is nothing but other than Q. Q is nothing but rational numbers. So other than rational numbers are called irrational number. So this is about irrational number definition. What is irrational number? Irrational number is nothing but the number or the decimal which is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal is called irrational number. So example is, this is the first example, or else I can take the important example is pi. All of you know what is the pi, right? Or else you can take root 2 or else root 3 like this, even root 5. These are all irrational numbers. So one is this is a one type of irrational number and this is a one type of irrational number, and these are called irrational numbers. So from this I can write one more definition. What is the definition? The definition is, suppose I am having root 2, root 3 and root 4. I am rubbing this. Suppose I am having root 2. What is the value of root 2? All of you know that, right? How to find the value of root 2? By long division method. So in the textbook they have given how to find value of root 2 by long division method. Let's see how to find. So generally we will do like this: 2. After 2, to find the value of root 2 by long division method, what we will do is 2 point. So whenever you take finding the root 2 value, you always take 0 0 0 0 like this. Pair of zeros you should take. So for this 0, 1 decimal will come, and for this 0, second decimal, third decimal, fourth decimal. They'll ask question like this. So sometimes in the examination, for 3 mark question, for 4 mark question, they'll ask find the root 3 value up to 3 decimals. I think in the exercise also the same question is there, up to 3 decimal. Or else they'll ask root 7 value up to 6 decimals. So in the exercise 1.2, these 2 questions are there. So you can do after solving this you can do as a homework: root 3 up to 3 decimal, root 7 up to 6 decimal. So root 3 up to 3 decimal means what you need to do? 3.000. So you do this, you will get the answer. And up to 6 decimal means 7.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like this, you solve this, you will get the answer. First let us see how to find the root 2 value. Okay students? Right. So for root 2 value, what you need to do is, so all of you know already, you have learned in the 8th class itself, 0, 0, 0, 0 and only 1 is there, 2. So now I am finding till 4 decimals. Okay. So how to do the long division method? First 2 is there. So 1 1s are 1. So always these 2 should be same. If it is a 4 is there or 5 is there, I should take 2 2s or 3 3s, 4 4s, 5 5s, 6 6s. But don't take 1 2s, 2 3s. These 2 should be same always. Okay. So 1 1s are 1. If I subtract it, 1. Right. So what you do is bring 0 here. So pair, always bring in pair. So 0 0 I am bringing here. Now what you need to do? Whatever is there, you add 1 to this. So 1 plus 1 become 2. Right. This already you have learned in the 8th class. So 2. Now after 2, some number you should keep that. So both numbers should be same. That means 21 1s are, 22 2s are. ఇక్కడ 2 వస్తే ఇక్కడ 2 రావాలి, ఇక్కడ 3 వస్తే ఇక్కడ 3 రావాలి, ఇక్కడ 4 వస్తే ఇక్కడ 4 రావాలి. సో ఏమొస్తుంది? ఆల్రెడీ డాట్ ఉంది కాబట్టి 1 పాయింట్. సో 21 పెట్టామనుకోండి, 21 1s are 21 రావట్లేదు, 22 2s are 44, 23 3s are 60, 23 3s are 69, 24 4s are 96. So which is the near? 24 4s are 96. Next, if I take 25 5s are, it is a 125 which is crossing 100. So which one is the correct one? 24 4s are 96. Okay. Now again if you do minus 4, you will get the remainder. Now again bring 2 zeros. Okay. So 24, whatever the unit digit is there, you add the unit digit only. So 24 plus 4 will be 28. Now you need to put number here. Both numbers should be same. 280 280s, 281 1s, 282 2s. ఇక్కడ 1 వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, 288 1s, 281. సపోజ్ 2 అనుకోండి, 282 2s ఏమవుతుంది? 562, విచ్ ఈజ్ ద క్రాసింగ్. కాబట్టి ఏం తీసుకోవాలి? 1 2నా? 1 తీసుకోవాలి. కాబట్టి 281 1s 281. Now 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 minus 8 1, and 3 minus 2 1. So again now bring one more zeros here. So now add 281 1, so 282. So this is the process. So if you will get 4s are like this, 1.414. So always remember root 2 value is generally will take 1.414 dot dot dot. Okay, so root 3 value is 1.732 dot dot dot. So remember this 2 always we will use in the 9th class, 10th class also. Root 2 value is 1.414. How to solve this? So this is the method to do root 2 value by using long division method. Okay students, so in the 1.2 exercise you do finding the root 3 value up to 3 decimals of root 3 and also finding the root 7 value up to 6 decimals. So that will be your homework. You can do by your own. Okay students, next. So this is about irrational numbers by using the finding the irrational number value by using long division method. Okay students, now observe here root 2, root 3, root 4. So what is the root 4 value? Root 4 value is 2. And what is the root 5 value? And root 6, root 7, root 8, root 9. So observe these students. So if you observe this, root 2 value already we have written 1.414 dot dot dot, and root 3 value 1.732 dot dot dot. Root 4 value direct 2. Root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 9. Root 9 value is 3. Right? So if you observe this root 4 value, root 3 value, this is what a rational number. This is what rational number. So remaining all this is irrational, 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 irrational. So here you can observe what is 4 and 9. What do we call 4 and 9? Even what is the root 1 value? Root 1 is 1 only. Okay? Now just tell me what is the root 4 value? 2. Root 9 value? 3. Root 16 value? Root 16 value is what? 4. Root 25 value is 5. So like this you can write root 36 value 6. Here observe what is this 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. What do we call these numbers? What do we call these numbers? These numbers are perfect squares. Right? Perfect square numbers. Right? What are the perfect square numbers? We know that 1 is a perfect square number, 4 is a perfect square, which we can write 2 square. 9 is a perfect square number, 25 is a perfect square number, 36 also. After 36, 49. After 49, so here 16 will come. So you can say 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, 9 square, 10 square. So these are all we call it as a perfect square numbers. What do we call that? Perfect square numbers. So always root n is irrational. Root n is irrational where n is not a perfect square. This is also one more definition. So what is an irrational number? Root n is also irrational number, but here where n is not a perfect square. So this is also one more definition for irrational number. So we have seen definition for irrational numbers are two. One is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal is irrational number, and second one is root n is irrational number, but here the condition is n should not be a perfect square. n perfect square అయింది అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏమైతుంది ఇక్కడ n perfect square అయింది కాబట్టి that is a rational number. Okay, so you can note down this also. So for irrational number we have two definitions. Okay students, now let us see how to plot an irrational number on the number line. So already we have learned how to plot a rational number on the number line. Now let's see how to plot irrational number on the number line. Okay students, one more thing before going to the representation of irrational number. In think and discuss, one problem is there. The problem is in the page number 10, think and discuss problem is there. Suppose Kriti said root 2 can be written as root 2 by 1. Root 2 can be written as root 2 by 1, which is in the form of p by q. So this root 2 is a rational number. Do you agree with her statement? Just see the page number 10. So what Kriti is telling that root 2 we can write as root 2 by 1, which is in the form of p by q, and q is not 0. So we know that rational number definition, the number which is p by q form is a rational number. So this root 2 is also a rational number, Kriti is telling. Do you agree with her? Do you agree whether root 2 is a rational? No, it's not a rational, it is irrational, because though p and q are, though it is in the form of p by q form, the definition of rational number is p by q form, q not 0, p and q should be integers. So this is the definition of rational number. But here whether root 2 is an integer, root 2 by 1 form is there, right? 1 is integer, yes, agree, but root 2 is not an integer, right? So though it is in the form of p by q and q not 0, this condition is not satisfying, because q is not an integer. So whatever Kriti said is a false statement. Okay students, now in the textbook they have given what is a pi. Already you know what is a pi and all. Let us see once again what is a pi. And so just quickly we will see the pi value. Generally we will take it as 3.14. Pi value generally we will take it as 3.14. So what is mean by pi? So pi is nothing but it is a ratio of circumference and diameter. Suppose a circle is there, circle will have a circumference and the circle will also have a diameter. Circle will have a circumference and it will have a diameter. The ratio of these two, pi is equal to c by d. Pi is equal to c by d. The ratio of circumference and diameter we denote it by symbol pi. And the value of pi is 3.14. Generally we will take 3.14, but actually value will be 3.14 dot dot dot. Okay, it is a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So here one more thing you should remember, that 20 generally we will denote pi is equal to 22 by 7. Generally we denote pi is equal to 22 by 7. So we have said whether pi is irrational or rational. Pi is irrational. 22 by 7 rational or irrational? 22 by 7 is a rational, right? 22 by 7 is a rational number. Agree? Because it is in the p by q form and p and q are integers. You can do that division. 22 by 7 కావాలంటే division చేసుకోండి. You will get a non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal you will get. Right? So then why pi is equal to 22 by 7? Because one is irrational and one is a rational. For our convenience we are taking as pi is equal to approximately equal to 22 by 7. It is approximately equal, it is not exactly equal, right? So pi is equal to approximately equal to 22 by 7, but not exactly equal to 22 by 7. Okay, so if they ask question whether pi is rational or irrational, what you will say? Pi is irrational. If they ask 22 by 7 whether rational or irrational, 22 by 7 is a rational number. Pi is irrational, 22 by 7 is a rational. But why we will take like that? For our convenience we are taking pi is approximately equal to 22 by 7. Okay students, and one more point here, 3.14. Sometimes they may ask question like this. So 3 is nothing but March, right? So we have months, 12 months. So 3 is a March and this is a 14 is a 14. So March 14 we celebrate it as Pi Day. March 14 we celebrate it as Pi Day, right? So this March 14 is the birthday of even Albert Einstein also, the great scientist. Albert Einstein birthday is on March 14, right? 3.14. When do we celebrate March Pi Day? Pi Day is 3.14, which is a March 14, and which is the birthday of Albert Einstein. Okay students, so this is a small brief introduction about pi. Now let's see how to represent irrational number on the number line. All of you know how to represent a rational number on a number line. Now let's see how to represent irrational number on number line. So represent irrational number on number line. So what you do is, for representing on the number line, suppose let us take root 2. For this we will use Pythagoras theorem. Generally on the number line every number will be there, right? On the number line every number will be there. Rational numbers or irrational number will be there on the number line. But how to represent root 2 on the number line is, first what you do is, this is the number line. Say this is 0. I am taking this is a 1 and this is a -1. Okay. So here Pythagoras theorem we will use. So all of us know what is the Pythagoras theorem? H square is equal to side square plus side square. So by using this we will represent root 2 on the number line. Let's see how to do this. So root 2 I can write as 1 square plus 1 square. I can write root 2 is equal to, I can write square root of 1 square plus 1 square, both one, right? So if you write root 1 square is 1 and 1 square is 1, root 2, right? Root 2 is equal to under root of 1 square plus 1 square I can write. So till here clear? What I am doing? I am using a Pythagoras theorem to represent a root 2 on the number line. For that what you need to do is, now I am coming to here, at 0 I will take length of 1 here. So here 1 is there, right? 1 is the length, so I will take this is the 1. Now from here you take 1 meter length or 1 centimeter length. So this length and this length will be same. Now here this is right angle, right? So you take such a way that this line, this forms a right angle. Now suppose this is O and this is A and this is a B. Join these two, OB. If this is a 1, this is a 1, this will be definitely, by Pythagoras theorem it is root 2. Till here clear? What I am doing? First suppose 0, 1, 2 ఇట్లా ఉంది అనుకోండి నంబర్ లైన్ -1 -2. ఫస్ట్ ఏం తీసుకోవాలి? ఈ లెంత్ 1 సెంటీమీటర్ తీసుకోవాలి, 1 యూనిట్, ఎనీ యూనిట్, రైట్? సో దిస్ ఈజ్ 1. నౌ ఇక్కడ 1 నుంచి సేమ్ లెంత్ కావాలి కాబట్టి ఈ హైట్ కూడా 1 సెంటీమీటర్ తీసుకోండి. ఇది 1 సెంటీమీటర్ అయితే ఇది కూడా 1 సెంటీమీటర్, విచ్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఎ రైట్ యాంగిల్ ట్రయాంగిల్. నౌ దిస్ విల్ బి యువర్ root 2. This length is root 2. This is O, this is A, this is B. So OB is a root 2. But whether this is on the number line? No. But we need to take on the number line. How to take on the number line is, so for this line you take a compass. You take a compass. Take a compass. O as center. O as center. And OB as radius. O as center and OB as radius. Draw a curve, or else you just draw like this. So this will be value of root 2. This will be value of root 2. Understand? So here this length you take and from here you draw like this. This will be 1.4, approx it will be 1.414. So this is a way to draw on the number line. Understand? root 3 కావాలనుకోండి, root 3 కావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. సారీ రూట్ 3 కావాలంటే సపోజ్ దిస్ ఇస్ a 1 0, దిస్ ఇస్ a 1 and this is 2, this is -1. ఎనీవే మైనస్ మనకు అవసరం లేదు. దిస్ ఇస్ -2. ఫస్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి, రూట్ 3 కావాలంటే ఫస్ట్ రూట్ 2 కావాలి మనకి. సో హియర్ అబ్జర్వ్ హియర్ రూట్ 3 ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రూట్ 2 హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 1 స్క్వేర్. రూట్ 3 కావాలంటే మనకు రూట్ 2 ఫస్ట్ రావాలి, రూట్ 4 కావాలంటే రూట్ 2 కావాలి, రూట్ 5 కావాలంటే రూట్ 4 కావాలి, రైట్. సో రూట్ 3 ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రూట్ 2 హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 1 స్క్వేర్. దట్ మీన్స్ ఒక సైడ్ రూట్ 2 ఉండాలి, ఇంకో సైడ్ 1 ఉండాలి. ఒక సైడ్ రూట్ 2 ఉండాలి, ఈ ఒక సైడ్ 1 ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ మనకు ఒక సైడ్ 1, ఇంకో సైడ్ కూడా 1 కదా. ఇక్కడ ఒక సైడ్ రూట్ 2, ఇంకో సైడ్ 1. చూద్దాం ఇది ఎట్లా వస్తుంది. ఫస్ట్ మన రూట్ 2 తెలిసి మనకి ఎట్లా చేయాలో, 1 సెంటీమీటర్, ఇది కూడా 1 సెంటీమీటర్, అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అ హైపోటెనిస్, దిస్ ఈజ్ అ రూట్ 2, రైట్. సో రూట్ 3 కావాలంటే ఫస్ట్ మనం రూట్ 2 చేయాలి. సో రూట్ 2 చేసాం. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలంటే ఇది ఒక సైడ్ తీసుకోవాలి, ఇక్కడ నుంచి 90 డిగ్రీస్లో ఇంకొక సైడ్ తీసుకోవాలి, విచ్ ఈజ్ ద లెంత్ 1. ఇది రూట్ 2, ఇది 1 సెంటీమీటర్, స్కేల్తో 1 సెంటీమీటర్ తీసుకోండి. మీకు చాలా మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఇది 90 డిగ్రీస్ ఉండాలి. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఈ రెండు జాయిన్ చేయండి. నౌ దిస్ విల్ బి రూట్ 3. ఇది రూట్ 2, ఇది రూట్ 3. నెక్స్ట్ రూట్ 4 కావాలంటే, రూట్ 5 కావాలంటే సేమ్ రూట్ 4 చేయండి, రూట్ 5, రూట్ 6 లైక్ దట్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద వే. ఇంకా మీకు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో ఒక స్క్వేర్ రూట్ స్పైరల్ అని ఉంది. స్క్వేర్ రూట్ స్పైరల్ అంటే ఏంటంటే మీరు ఇట్లా చేస్తూ ఉంటే దిస్ విల్ కమ్ లైక్ ఏ స్పైరల్, ఇట్లా వస్తుంది, స్పైరల్ లాగా వస్తుంది. రూట్ 3 ఇట్లా, నెక్స్ట్ రూట్ 4, ఇక్కడ నుంచి 1 తీసుకొని ఇలా చేస్తే ఇంకోటి వస్తుంది. సో లైక్ దట్ ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ యాజ్ ఎ స్పైరల్, అండ్ దట్ స్పైరల్ వీ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ స్క్వేర్ రూట్ స్పైరల్. దట్ మీన్స్ by forming a square roots of irrational numbers we will get a spiral figure, then we call it as a square root spiral. Okay students, so this is the way to represent on the number line. Suppose root 10 అడిగాడు అనుకోండి, root 10 అడిగితే you can do like this, root 9 whole square plus 1. ఏదైనా ఇవ్వనండి, దానికంటే ముందు రూట్ కనుక్కోవాలి ఫస్ట్, రైట్. సో రూట్ n అడిగాడు అనుకోండి, ఏమొస్తుంది, ఫస్ట్ రూట్ n - 1 హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 1. అంతకంటే ముందు నెంబర్తో మనం రూట్ చేయాలి. అట్లా కాకుండా ఇంకోలాగా చేయొచ్చు. ఏంటంటే మీకు ఇది కూడా క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది ఎక్సర్సైజ్ 1.2లో. సో రిప్రజెంట్ రూట్ 10 ఆన్ ద నంబర్ లైన్. Root 10 on the number line. What you do is, I can simply write 3 square plus 1 square is a 10, right? Root 10 and I can write root 3 plus root 3 square plus 1 square. అంటే ఒక సైడ్ 3 ఉండాలి, ఇంకో సైడ్ 1 ఉండాలి, రైట్. సో దిస్ యూ కెన్ డూ లైక్ దిస్. దిస్ ఇస్ 0 1 2 3, రైట్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అ 3, అండ్ ఇక్కడ 3 ఒకటి 3 స్క్వేర్ కాబట్టి దిస్ ఈజ్ ద 1 సైడ్, అండ్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి 1 సెంటీమీటర్ తీసుకుంటే ఇది రైట్ యాంగిల్ ట్రయాంగిల్. నౌ O, దిస్ ఈజ్ సపోజ్ A, దిస్ ఈజ్ OA and this is a B. Join these two. Now AB is a root 10 because this is a 3 square and this is a 1 square will be root 10. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి, ఈ లెంత్ తీసుకొని by using compass, and this is a root 10 value. This is the root 10 value. This is another way. Okay students, I hope all of you understand how to represent an irrational number on the number line. What we are using here, we are using here one thing, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square, which is a Pythagoras theorem. And after drawing a hypotenuse, we are using a compass to find out the exact length on the number line. Okay students, next how to find irrational number between any two rational numbers. Finding irrational numbers between any two rational number. Suppose question ఇట్లా ఇచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, 1/2 3/5, ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య ఇర్రేషనల్ నెంబర్స్ ఏమొస్తాయి? సో ఇట్లా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటే ఫస్ట్ దీన్ని కన్వర్ట్ టు డెసిమల్ కన్వర్ట్ చేసి ఏమొస్తుంది 0.5 అండ్ 3/5 కాకుండా 3/2 తీసుకోండి. సో 3/2 ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ 1.5. సో 0.5 ఇస్ ద డెసిమల్ ఆఫ్ 1/2 అండ్ 1.5 ఇస్ ద డెసిమల్ ఆఫ్ 3/2. ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య మనం డెసిమల్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఎలాంటి డెసిమల్ తీసుకోవాలి ఇర్రేషనల్ నెంబర్ కావాలంటే? ద డెసిమల్ షుడ్ బి నాన్ టర్మినేటింగ్ నాన్ రిపీటింగ్ డెసిమల్. సో 0.5 తర్వాత నాన్ టర్మినేటింగ్ ఏమొస్తుంది 0.512 ... ఎన్ని రాయొచ్చు 0.612 ... 1 కంటే ముందు రావాలి, 1.5 కంటే ముందు. ఇట్లా 1.4143 ... So we can write infinite number of irrational number between any two rational numbers. So you should note down this. We can write infinite number of irrational number between any two rational numbers. So here we have seen 1, 2, 3 or like this. We can write n number of irrational number between any two numbers or any two decimals. Instead of this, they ask suppose 3 and 4. Insert any two irrational number between 3 and 4. Right? So this you can do two ways. One is 3 and 4. You can write after 3. 3 is nothing but 3.0. 4 is nothing but 4.0. So 3.12 ... like this you can write 3.13 ... 3.75 ... like this. 4 కంటే ముందు ఉండాలి అంటే 3.9999897 like this. నాన్ టర్మినేటింగ్ ఉండాలి, నాన్ రిపీటింగ్ ఉండాలి. సో ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇర్రేషనల్ నెంబర్సే. యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఇన్ఫైనైట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇర్రేషనల్ నెంబర్ బిట్వీన్ ఎనీ టూ రేషనల్ నెంబర్స్. ఆర్ ఎల్స్ వన్ మోర్ ప్రాసెస్ ఇస్ దేర్. ఇఫ్ A, B are positive rational numbers, if A, B are positive rational numbers, then root AB is an irrational number between 3 and 4, A and B. So this is the one formula you can write. If A, B are two positive rational numbers, then root AB is irrational number between A and B. మీకు 3 and 4 ఇచ్చి ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ irrational number ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలంటే root 3 into 4 that is root 12. Root 12 is irrational number between 3 and 4. Okay, so here one condition that root AB is not a perfect square. So this is a condition. AB should not be a perfect square. Okay students, right? So this is about representing irrational number on number line and also inserting two irrational number between any two rational numbers. Okay students, now let's see exercise 1.2.